All right, welcome to your reading. If you found this, it's for you. This is a message from your angels, anything that they want you to know about right now, anything they want to tell you, okay? These are the decks that they chose for you. We're going to start with this one. Just start shuffling, see what they have to say. They're going to tell us the situation. Oops, and then that's a lot of cards that just spilled out. And then give us some guidance on what you can do to help yourself out. They want 3 of these. Angel therapy, moon cycles. All right, we're going to move those in a second too. So let's see, there's something that's like causing you worry or stress that's really difficult for you to let go of and really is affecting your energy, okay? So hello from heaven, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings on the bottom of the deck. So this is this card and this angel therapy card are about like letting go of worries because it's weighing you down. It's affecting your energy quite a bit. 3 of these cards. It's kind of cyclical too for you, so it's coming in. It is a cycle even if you don't recognize it. It may be like a long standing cycle that's been going on for a really long time in your life. Okay. They don't want this card, which is interesting. It's the Innocence card that fell on top of Spiritual Understanding. Patience is on the bottom of the deck here, so we want to keep this card. They said no. So I feel like since the Innocence card landed on top like that in kind of a negative way, that you do know better already. That this is familiar to you. This is not something new. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Patience. Really pretty card. Okay, we're going to set that up here. Let's see what we got. All right. We're going to kind of leave it that way so we can see. I know it's probably going to cut the card off a little bit, but the future, gratitude, and gentleness all in reverse. So that's definitely, like, you definitely are in a place where you're nervous about the future or pessimistic about the future because this cycle has been repeating for you for a long time. There's like a lack of gratitude, not trusting masculine energy in general, including your own. So that's procrastination, putting things off, not following through, not feeling like you can commit your energy and time to certain things, overwhelm, a lot of that type of energy. And you probably recognize this, right? Like this has probably happened to you a lot of times before. All right, they want 4 of these cards. Bumping all these as I'm shuffling. I feel like I'm like stumbling as I'm shuffling these cards, like fumbling them a little bit. They're not shuffling very, like this is the overwhelm energy for sure. Okay, let's see what we've got. Can't even pick up this card. That's crazy. Confusion, Neptune, and illusions. So not only does this cycle come in and hit you like over and over and over again, and it's been a long-standing thing, but it's confusing. It might bring you brain fog. It might be mind numbing for you where you just check out, your brain goes numb, and you just go through the motions. Let's see. Guarded vulnerability on the bottom of the deck there. They want one more of these cards too. Limitations, fears, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Fire, Ace. This is about like diving in head first and going for something or beginning new things and just feeling like you can't commit your energy to that. Like it's too overwhelming. It's too much. You're scared of what's going to happen if you do that, or you're not going to be able to, you're not going to be enough. You're not going to be able to accomplish that. You're not going to be able to actually show up, after you've committed your time and energy. You don't want to have someone talking in your ear about why you didn't show up when you committed to something, so you just don't do it. And that is something that you think about a lot with the worries. It plays on your mind in repeat. Like, why can't I You just commit to something and then follow through. And you know that it is like this overwhelm in your mind that just plays on repeat. It's this worry and this overwhelm on repeat in your mind, this brain fog, this numbness in your mind where you check out, go numb, dissociate, you're not there. That's what it is, okay? We're going to put these cards right here. See if they fit. That's the limitation. That's the issue. It's this mental brain fog cycle. So that can come from a lot of places, right? This card on the bottom of the deck, guarded and vulnerability. That's just like almost like an insecurity for you because you know this about yourself. One more card. Gives you a lot of anxiety about the future. Makes you feel like you can't be grateful and present in the moment where you're at. You can't be grateful for where your life is at right now because you're always worried about the future. Not being enough, not having enough in the future makes it so you can't just relax and enjoy your life right now, okay? This spiritual understanding card is connected to this last card that's coming out, and this is the angel advice. Let's see what they have to say. Just one card. And this is a big cycle, right? That's been going on for a long time. There can be a lot of different things that cause this type of cycle. Control tactics. Ooh, that's interesting. So this is imbalanced masculine energy, which we kind of knew. Epiphany and breakthrough. All right. So this kind of seems, I'm hearing counterintuitive. It seems kind of counterintuitive, right? It seems kind of, gosh, like you know this cycle is going on, but then it's I don't know if counterintuitive is the right word, but I heard that. It seems like you know this cycle has been going on for a long time, but you have no clue how to fix it, okay? Sun, strength, empowerment, epiphany, breakthrough. So I feel like what the breakthrough is, you see how this guy's throwing his hand in the air? This is like an aha moment, but the way that I'm seeing this is like a surrender moment, okay? Where he's just like, I have no power or control over this. I'm just going to throw it in the air, throw it up to my angels, throw it up to spirit, let it go. Okay, I really feel like that's your angel advice here. Let go of control. Throw it in the air. Let go of this control. Control tactics and control and doing anything to try to stay in control of, you know, these like obsessively worrisome cycles that go on in your mind, dissociating, numbing out, checking out. You have no control over that. You need to give it to your higher power. Give it to your angels. Give it to your higher power, okay? I feel like that's the breakthrough moment for you, is realizing that it's not something you can do on your own. It is going to take a higher power. And I know in a lot of like recovery programs, that's part of the program. That's a really big part of the program, is connecting with whatever higher power there is above you, even if it's just nature. It, you know, it depends on your beliefs, but there are, I mean, the world is a big, big place, even just looking at nature. The ocean, the ocean is a big, big place. If you jumped in the ocean and you're swimming around in the ocean, there are currents in the ocean, there are predators in the ocean, there are a lot of different, like, it's a whole different ecosystem than up here, right? You have to take oxygen down there because there's no oxygen for us to breathe and survive in that environment. There's a lot, and you're kind of like at the mercy of things going right for you if you're down there, because you're out of your element and you're out of your own environment. So they kind of want you to recognize and realize that and give it to your higher power. I know people free dive all the time in the ocean and have to learn how to, you know, everything that they need to do to stay safe and well and come back to the surface after. And it can be done. But a lot of it is, you know, even going out on any type of ship or boat and on the ocean, you're kind of at the mercy of the universe or the ocean. If a storm comes along, you know, boats and ships sink all the time. It happens. So you kind of just have to realize that, like, you are not in control. You're going to pass away one day. You don't have control of that either. Like, you can try to fight that as much as you want to, but when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And the same thing for living. Okay. There's no, all worrying does is just basically steal time from the future. With this future card in reverse, makes it so that you're not grateful for what you have right now in like the present moment right now. You can't enjoy it. It robs you of your joy in the present moment. So anyways, there's your little bit of angel advice right there. I don't know if like they're bringing me back to the spiritual understanding card. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols, helping you to understand spiritual truths. And this is one of the spiritual truths, is that you're here for as long as you're here. You don't know how long that's going to be. Nobody knows the exact day they're going to die. There's you have no control over a lot of things, actually. And if you get into this like really small, cyclical, repetitive mindset of thinking that you're in control, you're very wrong. And all that's doing is robbing you of your life. So they want you to kind of like expand your mind a bit and your perspective so you can get out of that cycle. So your mind is basically just outgrowing this cycle, and that will get rid of this confusion right here. It will break the cycle because you're like expanding outward and breaking that circle, and you're expanding outward in like a spiral which continues to grow and grow and grow. Okay. So this card they're pointing out, helping you to understand spiritual truths. So you might be getting signs and synchronicities. You might be getting sacred geometry, angel numbers, any type of numbers, numerology, any of that stuff, animals. Any type of signs and symbols like that can be showing you and telling you, you know, there's higher intelligence like communicating with you, showing you things, talking to you. And I'm a medium. I see this stuff all the time. It's very, very real. Maybe you haven't witnessed it yet. Maybe you have. Maybe you have. Maybe you do know about that, but you kind of brush it off and ignore it because you're too busy wrapped up in your cycles of control and worry. So to get your mind off of being worried, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that are around you. Talk to your angels. Ask them to show you signs. They'll show up and they'll show you signs, and that will help break you out of this like mental box that you're backed into a corner in a dark room. In your mind, you're backed into a dark corner of your mind and you're stuck there. Okay, so they're showing me this gentleness, which represents the masculine card, and it's in reverse. It's just really rigid thinking, really controlling, rigid thinking and thoughts. So if you can catch yourself doing that, journaling it out helps. There's a lot of stuff you can do. So really, it's a mind trap. Have you heard of a mind trap before? It's a mind trap. You can get in these cycles where you just spin and spin and spin and spin faster and faster and you can't stop. And then you wake up the next morning and do it again and again. And it just goes on forever and ever until you break the cycle. So start observing animals in nature. Start paying attention to signs and synchronicities around you. Start talking to your angels and listen. You have to listen after you talk to them. You can't just talk to them and then ignore them. That's rude. So listen to them. Okay, they're there to like show you signs and things and to help like shake your energy up and break you free from cycles like this, okay? So that's all your angels have to say for you today for this message. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next reading.